Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Miami's head coach told me before the game they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He wants to change this route. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mensah lets it fly. He's got it at the 20. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
Turning on the Jets. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll try it over the left side. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistent.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, they're after him. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Power football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
That's a huge safety for the defense. I have no idea what the running back was thinking there. You've got to have way better awareness and understand where you are in the field. You cannot run backwards and get tackled in the end zone for a safety.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He lets it fly. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He might want another play. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll give it to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke, and the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the point after is good. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The handoff to Johnson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games,
he lobs one high down the left side. He's got it way down the field. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. comes from the 13-yard line. They'll give it on the counter, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Mensah. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll run play action. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 23 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback
makes the grab in their space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Here's Mensah to throw. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. Snatches it on the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tiger. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that play relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. The throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Pringle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll run it again. Could be an alley. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And that is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll work his way down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Wants to go right back downfield. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job?
Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Fletcher. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing Mensah. Stepping to the right. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. Hard running there. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Mensah throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes him the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.